lot to talk about.
Yeah, lots to talk about. Yeah.
First of all, do you mind?
Do you mind?
Yeah.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So here we are with the 930 project.
Yeah.
You know, so cracked cylinder and a slippery slope starts per se, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So, you know, so we moved it to 3.4 Molly, Dougherty cams, of course, port match 4.0.
Wow.
Twin plug.
Yeah.
TurboCraft, EFI, AEM.
Yeah, all standalone.
Sats clutch, you know, BB
Yeah.
headers, balanced, blueprinted. The list goes on.
My main question is what is going to be the purpose of this car? Is this a daily, just a fun machine? You're tracking it?
Yeah, just a fun.
Just a fun machine.
Yeah, just a fun track car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to be tracked, but I'm sure we'll take it to the track. Just a a DE, but
yeah,
nothing serious. Yeah.
Nothing serious.
Just for fun. Anyway, so TurboCraft at Chris Carroll's done a bunch of stuff on here. So as you can see,
just look at the craftsmanship inside. It's just perfect. And it's beautiful.
Yeah. So it's all been, powder coated, and everything's new. New pump bearings.
Everything.
It's new top to bottom. Yeah. So it's we're gonna see what she'll do. So
yeah.
So here we go.
Well, I think it's gonna do some mad power. You got it in good hands. And one of the details that I really like that you pointed out.
Oh yeah, what? Oh, the 911 lights.
The 911 lights up front.
Yeah.
It just really makes this front just unbelievable.
Yeah. So it's we'll see. Here we go.
All stock exterior wheels.
Yeah. Speed lines. Yeah.
Speed lines.
Yeah. It's but yeah. So we're.
That's
we're gonna see. It's an 18. Yeah.
295/35. Got plenty of rubber on it.
Yeah. So
we're gonna see what it does.
Here we go.
Here we go.
So it looks like in the tune right now they're listed as 1000cc injectors, but I mean,
well, the tune was not right to begin with.
yeah, I mean, I'm not placing any stock in anything that I see in the tune right now.
Right, I get you.
Man, I just absolutely love the way this thing sounds. Now you got to remember, this is 100% brand new motor. Just being ran. Just the details, the 911 headlights. Can you talk about dream car? It's got a Garrett Turbo on it. Turbo Smart Wastegate.
Yeah. So, you want to go ahead and start it?
Yeah, go ahead.
That pulley seems really loose too.
Yeah, it seems like the pulley.
Yeah.
It's the pulley.
When I look along the top, like, I
See
can
the pulley
clearance,
wobble?
Like, that's fine.
The rattle's coming from right here on the pulley wobble. You see it coming out? It's actually pushing out and rattling like that. So on this episode, we're really just going to give you a walk around of the Porsche. We're going to finish up the coilovers, and then we're going to have a full episode for the dyno day, a full episode of tuned. This car is on AEM Infinity, so we're going to be going through that. It's on a full standalone. We like that. Then back here, we have this super clean twin turbo 5.0. Now, I'm not going to say what it is yet, but we did already encounter a problem with this one, so I'm sure that this one is one of those deals where it came in for a tune, and now it needs something else. Yep. Twin turbo Mustang. Oh, hey there, buddy.
Hello.
Morning.
So,
I was just doing a walk
see,
around.
Glancing at the, So we already went through a good bit yesterday. I need to exactly like you said, came up for a tune. It was about 3 minutes into the interaction, I think, that I'm like, yeah, let's get the compression tester out, you know, of meeting a new, a new owner. Because there was smoke coming out of the breather. I could kind of hear like a little fire, and I could see it. It was just little wisps of smoke coming out of the breather vents. They installed the catch can just yesterday because it just had the vents.
Yeah.
Which is kind of odd. Most of these cars have catch cans. So they got the can on there, but we did the compression test, and the back cylinder was at like 190, whereas the others are 225, 230 or so.
So definitely something wrong in there.
Yeah, and that back spark plug looked bad as well. And, we changed out the spark plugs, had him go get some NGK, you know, colder plugs, and put those in there. And, you know, obviously that's not going to fix the damage. But the car runs so badly right now that as far as on the tune that it's on, that we're gonna lightly engage with this and see kind of how it treats us, and you know, I told the owner
we're gonna approach it very cautiously.
I told the owner, like, hey, there's, you know, I think there's like a 70% chance of it doing fine, and you know, you just continue to have the same smoke. We looked in with a camera, and we definitely see some scuffing on the cylinder walls, and he mentioned it was burning some oil. So I mean, that is not going to go away.
Yeah.
But we're just going to cautiously, we're going to see if we can get the car running better, where at least he can drive it in the meantime, maybe while he prepares to, you know, do some forged rods, pistons, whatever, something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Once again, another project that comes in for a tune that ends up into a full build.
Speaking of that, man, I want to go highlight everything with this Porsche now, though, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, let's go over it.
Cars that come in for a tune and then end up being other stuff.
Yeah.
Let me give that the rundown. So the car comes up and it's a fresh motor. It's the only thing it's done is it has started up. It has a base map on it. It has started, but it has only idled, not driven at all. So we needed to not just do a tune on it, but also like go through a break-in process. So as soon as he got it in here, you know, I checked over everything in the tune, changed a few things, made it like basically appropriate. Got it running, checked the ignition timing sync, of course, like usual, step one there really. And you know, it was idling with pretty decent AFR ratios. That's definitely important when you're breaking a motor in, that you don't want to start it up and have it be super rich or super lean right away. You need it to be middle of the road. So it's nice when you have a scenario that it actually
was,
and it ran pretty happily. You know, with once the injector size was in, we were sitting 13.5 air fuel.
AEM Infinity, right?
Yeah, by the way. And so got it idling good, got the timing synced, got it to where we started to take it driving. We heard some sounds in the both in the front end and the rear end, and then we looked under the car and found that the sway bar it looks like there's some kind of shield tray that I guess the car he said it was a 3-year-long process of getting the motor built and getting everything situated
where it needs to be.
Either on a lift for 3 years or it was sitting for a long time, which becomes important in a minute. So we get the car kind of running drive. We hear the sound. We pull back in. Okay, we're missing some hardware for the sway bar stuff, and not too big of a deal. Although it could be a big deal because if you bend any little bracket on here, it could be a pretty pricey scenario. So not
to mention on this build, parts for this car are very hard to find and very expensive.
Sure. He said lots of stuff has to come straight from Germany. Like you just can't get it here. So we button those items back up. We removed the rear sway bar completely because he's flat out. Some of the parts for it were like left at the other shop. We got the front sway bar all bolted on good. It was very concerning when we go out in the car and we heard some kind of sinister sounds like heavy clunk and things moving that definitely shouldn't be. So we got those fixed, everything that we could see that was wrong, and went out driving. Okay, cool. It seems quiet now. No weird sounds. And then after driving for doing some refinement on the tune, starting to get into a little bit of boost. Scott's driving and we got it up to a little bit of speed and then coming down, and we felt a little vibration, like not a heavy vibration, just kind of a wheel and tire vibration, but one that we had not felt previously. So, and I noted it, I said, hey, did you feel that right now? And he said, oh yeah, I did feel something right now. all right, maybe we need to check a couple other things. Like, let's double check all the wheels, you know, like,
Yeah.
make sure they're torqued to spec. So we come back, check those. No, they're fine. Drive again, same vibration. Tune is looking pretty good though. We've got, you know, starting to get some wheel spin in the first few gears.
Yeah.
And so we're like, all right, we're gonna shut it down for the night. We did just that. Scott drove it into this spot right here and turned it off. And then I came in early the next morning and walked out here, and boom, right away I see that this corner was sitting down like as if it had air ride only on that corner, and it was aired out, like on the ground. You know, the fender was pretty much touching the tire in a most scary scenario. And so these cars have torsion bars or rods rather than normal springs. So like there's a rod that spans the width of the car back there, and the arms go to each rear arm like this, and these arms are loaded in a way to where this bar that goes across to both of them has a certain amount of tension or preload that will not let this arm, you know, that's the spring, is the tension rod.
I think me and Scott went over the setup in the engine bay, kind of where they did all the torsion, you know, the extra setup for
and we didn't do anything in the front right now. We do have some coilovers for the front, but fortunately he already had the rear coilovers, because, so when I see that, I mean, I called Scott right away, said, hey, talk to these people that worked on the car, like what could I be looking at here? The only thing I can be thinking of is the torsion bar broke, or, you know, some kind of, or the spline stripped off the torsion bar, or something along those lines, because that's the only thing that can really bring the height down. You know, even if a shock is blown out, like, you could have no shock on a car and it will still sit at approximately the same height. It's the spring's job to hold the car up. So, yeah, sure enough, we got under there, and then if you'll turn around, Ryan, and look on the ground here, I will show you what we found inside. Here is that torsion bar. So I'm thinking that while it was on the lift for 3 years and it had the suspension kind of at full droop, it's pulling this torsion bar in the opposite direction of its intended motion.
So it made it weak.
And then when we put it back on the ground, and you can see the unique fracture marks in there, that it was you know, rotational or whatever. And that's what this is supposed to do, is flex in that direction. But like I said, I think having it for years in the wrong direction and then flexing it back the other way, it's not. We could have had a very dangerous and bad scenario with that. So that, I think
I'm glad it happened when it came into the shop.
I think it did snap while we were driving, and that was when we felt the vibration introduced. I just think, fortunately, there's enough other stuff to kind of hold it together, but overnight, it literally just, like this, I'm guessing, it broke, but it was sitting tight like this, and then overnight, it like, just did that, basically, with the weight of the car. And then that's, you know, so that's how I found it sitting inches lower. So we have deleted the torsion bar setup, and now we have some nice coilovers going on the back that are apparently already set and spec'd for this car. So we're gonna pop those on and then re-engage with the tune. How does a tune end up with
broken torsion? Absolutely. So like I said, we're just doing a walk around showing you all this car, the beginning of it. We're going to do a full episode of Tuned on it separately. We've got a bunch to do today. Ethan's got to wrap up this CTSV, and we got to get this wrapped up so it can get on the dyno. Let's do it.
And then I got to get a valve covers for that Mustang over there. Yeah.
So lots on the to-do list.
Every car comes in as a 1 day in and out, becomes a 2 or 3 day. Oh, got to do this first, got to do this second. Okay, maybe now we can tune.
Maybe now we can tune. Absolutely. All right, so where are we at right now?
So I need to get a couple more bolts tightened up right now to get the where the torsion bar used to be behind here. Here, let me grab the. So the torsion bar used to be inside of there. So that spline section was behind that cup right there. I had to drill that hole to drive the whole spline section out once it was broken. But so this arm was the torsion bar was in there, and then this arm served as the spring. We've now deleted the bar inside of there, because now our spring is going to be back here where the shock sits. Our new coilover has the shock and spring together right there. So we've deleted that. We still use this as an arm and it still adjusts the alignment of the car, but the spring would be back here now. So,
All right, sweet.
got to tighten up a couple more things, and I can remove this shock.
Sweet. All right, guys, I just wanted to take a quick second and show y'all the craftsmanship underneath here. So y'all can see, maybe see it there. Turbo's underneath there. Look at that manifold. Wow. It's crazy looking underneath there.
Some unique things to point out, like because it's an air-cooled motor, so there's like these boxes around. This is the turbo manifold that this box is constructed around, and then this air is being piped in from up above to cool down the turbo manifolds, since you don't have coolant circulating in the heads to bring those temps down. I guess that's the ticket to keep it cool. This did seem to stay at very nice cool temperatures while we were driving it the other day. Hopefully that will remain to be the case. That's kind of the issue with some of these air-cooled, like back in the day, traffic wasn't really as bad as wasn't as bad as it is now. Like now, you don't want to get stuck in an air-cooled car.
In traffic.
Yeah, like a stock air-cooled car, you'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
In Dallas, Houston.
Yeah,
Miami,
anywhere.
Arlington, yeah. And these are not locked yet either, the height settings. So I need to take his keys in a minute and lock those, but here we go. It's pretty tricky because that top is not rigid. Once I'm up in there, I can't see what I'm doing.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Like, I feel like I'm close, but...
You're in.
Did that go?
Yeah, chill. I can't do it.
It doesn't feel like it's sitting quite right, though, so it's not...
Hold on.
Okay.
Keep it there.
I'm just hovering it there.
It's a tough spot to get to in the corner over there a little bit.
All right, it's on. It's ready to be tight.
Cool. Some position there. Do a snip a zip tie. And slide that bolt in. All right, I'll torque that in just a moment, but they on there.
Day on there. Exquisite job.
Well, that was only a day and a half detour.
Yeah, day and a half detour. We were just talking about how many cars come in here for a tune,
We started
and then they end up.
Yeah. Look at this Mustang, came in for tune. Look at this Porsche, came in for tune.
Yeah.
Why am I having to use every tool in the shop right now on the Porsche for a tune?
Yeah.
I'm starting to tell people there's going to be at least 3 trials and tribulations.
Yep.
If you think that you're ready to tune, no.
No.
Have you not gone through the 3 trials and tribulations yet? Because if you haven't, you're not ready.
You're not ready. No. That's exactly right.